Kimberly. Welcome to my yoga channel. Today I'm going to show you 3 excellent Yin Yoga poses that are fantastic, especially for those who practice Ashtanga. Makes for a very good moon day practice or before you start your home practice warm-up. You're going to want a large pillow, some yoga blocks or some books to sit on, as well as a blanket or a beach towel. And the first yoga pose that we're going to do is called butterfly. So we're going to be seated on the floor with the soles of your feet together. Soles of your feet together, and first notice the feeling in your knees. If you're feeling stretching in and around the knees, then you're going to want to prop your knees up either with a block, a book, or a pillow, or a towel. From there, pull the navel in, elongate the spine, and fold forward from the hips. We all have different levels of flexibility. Some of us can collapse all the way down, others of us are sitting completely straight up. You can also use your big pillow to support your head in any manner that is comfortable for you. Close your eyes, go into yourself, and relax. Focus is on your breath. Fill your lungs and empty your lungs. Remember, we should not be feeling any discomfort in or around our knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your feet, your ankles. Relax the sit muscles and the belly. Relax the muscles in the lumbar, the lower portion of your back. Completely relax the face. Your eyes are closed. In Yin Yoga, we're looking for darkness and stillness. Stillness in the pose. Stillness is in the mind. Focus is on your breath. If possible, you're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose with an equally deep inhalation as exhalation. Think ocean wave movements as you breathe. And let your breath follow the rhythm of the ocean waves. Pay attention to what your body is feeling. After you've been here for a little bit of time, it's quite possible that you're able to comfortably melt a little bit deeper into the pose, but remember, we're not forcing, we're releasing. Relax the belly, relax the back. In Yin Yoga, we're trying to work beyond the muscles. The first thing our bodies do when it starts recognizing discomfort, the muscles will tense up in an attempt to protect you. But here you have to focus on letting everything go, relaxing these muscles that are tense so that you can work on the fascia, the microfascia, the bits and pieces parts that are deeper than the muscles. Those that are even more flexible, or if you're feeling that you can go deeper into the pose, your hands can go underneath your knees, and you can let your head start reaching down towards the floor. Don't let yourself be frustrated with what you cannot do here. So if you're sitting completely upright, holding your pillow like this, that is okay. Just remain where you are and be 100% at peace with where you are today. Eyes are closed. We're releasing tension in the body. Releasing built-up stress that our bodies hold. We're focusing on what our body is experiencing. We're focusing on our breath. When other thoughts come to mind, bring yourself back to your breath and what your body is experiencing here and now. Remember, there's no incorrect way of using your support stuff, your pillows, your blankets, your towels. If you have a stack of towels here resting your chin on it, that's okay. But remember, your eyes are closed and you're going within yourself. You're sitting alone, completely still with your thoughts and your breath. And as thoughts come to mind, which they will, that have nothing to do with the here and now, sweep those thoughts aside and constantly bring yourself back to the breath. We're going to remain here for 60 more seconds. Completely relaxed in the neck and in the shoulders. Ten more seconds. Before you come out of the pose, pull the belly button in towards the spine to firm the belly, to activate the Uddiyana Bandha lock that supports your back. So belly button into the spine and slowly begin to come up and out of the pose. Now you're going to want your blocks or books and your blanket nearby, as well as your pillow. Your blanket goes behind you on top of your pillow, and your blocks or books are close by. Saddle pose or half saddle is what we're going to do now. And the way to get into this pose, first step, come up to sitting on your heels. Notice that my balls of my feet, my toes are not on the floor, the tops of my feet are on the floor, and I'm seated on my heels. If that is not at all accessible for you, that's where the blocks come in. So you might want to open your knees and feet a little bit and stack your blocks underneath your buttocks. 1 block, 2 block, 5 block, a pile of books, whatever it takes. And this is where you want to start. If you have more flexibility, then your buttocks is on the floor and your heels and feet are beside the hips. Make sure you're not experiencing any stretching in your knees. Possibly this is accessible, but you have stretching in your knees. If that's the case, one leg should have its foot on the floor, knee is bent, and this knee can be supported with your towel or your blanket to take the torque off your knee. Now, you figure out where you need to be today. Again, no stretch feelings in your knees. From here, wherever your legs are, from here, you're going to start lying back until your body says stop. So maybe you can get your elbows onto your cushion. Maybe you can lie all the way down on your cushion. Eventually you're going to grab your elbows above your head, but maybe that's not where you are today. Maybe you need another towel or blanket to build your cushion up or to support your head behind you. Or those that are practiced or super flexible might not need any cushion whatsoever. But when you have figured out where your saddle pose is, or half saddle pose is, close your eyes and relax. This is a ginormous stretch. If you're in the full pose, stretch in the thighs and in the hip flexors. Relax your lumbar section of your back, relax your thighs, relax your sit muscles, relax your belly. If you feel a compression in your spine, try to elongate and find more space between the vertebrae. The more space you have between each vertebrae, the more flexibility you're going to be able to find. If you're feeling stretching in your knees in the full pose, then you need to come up to the point to where your knees are not being overextended. Wherever you are with your upper body, relax your neck as much as possible. Fill your lungs, empty your lungs, go into yourself and investigate. Where am I experiencing discomfort? That is the area that you want to relax. Relax your thighs, relax your legs, relax your ankles. This is also a good ankle stretch for many. In Yin Yoga, our eyes are closed. Find peace in the pose. Find stillness, meaning don't fidget with everything around you. And find stillness in your thoughts. So as other thoughts come to mind, other than what your body is experiencing right now, and other than your breath, use your breath to sweep these thoughts aside and come back into yourself. I'm going to remain silent now for 60 more seconds while we're in this pose. And now, before you come out of the pose, the first thing you want to do is firm the belly. Pull the navel towards the spine and slowly, first your hands and your elbows are on the floor and get your chin to your chest. Chin to your chest, use your arms to slowly come out of the pose. Slowly straighten your legs and find your big pillow again. The final pose we're going to do today, but first and foremost, those of you that were only doing half saddle with one foot to side at a time, now you need to repeat on the other side before you go farther. Always do both sides. Now, caterpillar pose is what we're going to do next. It's a seated forward fold. With the navel in place to elongate the spine, fold forward from the hips until your body starts registering, ooh, I don't like this so very much. And that's where your pose is. Once you figure out where your fold is from your hips, in other words, we're not trying to touch our knees with our forehead. We want our spine to be as straight as possible when we initialize the pose. And then, once you find exactly where your body needs to be, then you relax into your pillow in whichever manner is best for you. Maybe you don't need a pillow at all. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Relax the thighs, the hamstrings, the sit muscles. Fill your lungs and empty your lungs. And follow the sensations around in your body. In these various poses, your body will start experiencing discomfort in different areas. The discomfort will begin moving around. So in the beginning, maybe it's your hamstrings that are stopping the whole process, but after a while, they'll start loosening up and maybe you'll start feeling discomfort in the lumbar of your spine. After a while, it might work its way up towards the shoulder blades, or maybe you're feeling more in your thighs and your legs. We're all different, and our bodies change from day to day. Some days we're much more flexible than other days. Maybe if you went for a long walk yesterday, your hamstrings are really bothering you today, which they normally don't do, or vice versa. So just be aware of everything that's changing within your body. Remember, our bodies are constantly changing. You're never the same person 2 days in a row on the yoga mat. And the more we practice yoga, we often do some of the same poses again and again and again. And that's when we start discovering the changes. Some days we have better balance than others. Some days we're stronger than other days. And it depends entirely on, are you hydrated enough? Did you sleep well? Are you stressed for this reason or another reason? So pay attention to these things, take note, and then sweep these thoughts aside as we try to work on bettering ourselves in everything that we do. Eyes are closed, focused on the breath. Equal deep inhalation as exhalation. Maybe you're thinking, breathe in, breathe out. Maybe you're imagining ocean waves with your eyes closed. You're sitting on the shore, watching the waves come in towards you as you breathe in, and watching them go out as you breathe out. 60 more seconds. Pull the navel in towards the spine before you then slowly start coming up out of your caterpillar pose. Don't forget to subscribe so that these videos come into your email box. You guys have a great day. Lay down, take rest. Namaste. I'll see you next time.